Are we live? Are we live?
We live,
Live already, Can, Hello everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We started a bit late because we were getting something set up, but now we are back live to you from... The show must go on, regardless of weather, regardless of technical difficulties, it must go on. So now we are here at the rail corridor for Mothership heads out to hit the streets. Got a lot of mosquitoes around now. So we're here today at the rail corridor to basically walk part of the corridor and to share some tips with you, and also to talk to people on the street. That's why it's part hits the streets, to find out what they think, what they're doing here, and to go look-see a bit here.
So I'm Ashley.
I'm Darryl.
Yeah, so along the way we will be interviewing some people to get what are their thoughts on the rail corridor. And then you guys can actually help us to find people to interview. So feel free to comment below the video. And then, like, for example, if you guys want us to find someone in specs or someone wearing a blue shirt, then we'll try to grab them for you. Yeah. Okay, so back in the studio we have Sue and Zhang Xin, who will be talking more about the rail corridor and environment news.
Yes. So we're going to start walking now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hello.
I think no time.
Hi.
Hi everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Zhang Xin.
And I'm Sulaiman.
Yeah, so today we are here to watch our colleague Darryl and Ash at Rail Corridor. So
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a very nice day out today. You know, we were scared it was going to rain, but you know, it looks beautiful weather, and you can see quite a number of people out there. So it looks like Singaporeans want to go out and exercise and get in touch with nature.
yeah, have you been hiking?
Haha, sadly I have not.
Okay, so maybe we will watch them hike and see what they find along the way.
Yep.
Comment on the film.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we are back. So Darryl, care to explain what is this today?
It's very hot and walk only here. I mean, like go shopping center, very easy. Chill day, you know, Sunday vibes. Yeah, and cannot must protect from the sun, you know, later get sunburn and all that. So your tip number one is to not get sunburn.
So how many mosquito bites have you gotten considering you're just like that?
Honestly, a lot. The insect repellent has been useless. I think at least 10 mosquito bites on my legs already.
Shake my head. So one tip, the second tip number 2 is to bring mosquito repellent.
Yes.
Because during our recce, I got bitten like 10 times.
Yes, and we're getting bitten as we speak now.
Yes.
So don't worry. As long as you come prepared, you'll be fine. You'll still be an enjoyable day. And no, the weather is actually really great, which is why I need the umbrella because it's too hot.
But it's actually so like just to give you guys like an update on the traffic here, it's actually quite crowded.
Yes, you can see.
Many people.
Many
okay,
people.
It doesn't look crowded behind us, but in front
just
got a lot
as
of
we
people.
said that, in front of us there's a lot of people. Later you can see. So when you come here, you know, our producer is telling us that it's very hot again to remind you.
Yes.
So yes,
It is
trying to look
quite
for
hot,
people to talk to now.
We're trying to get interviewees now. Oh my god. Your umbrella is a hazard.
It is. I'm sorry. Should I close my umbrella? Tell us in the comments if I should close my umbrella, or should I keep it up to protect my skin? Tell me what to do. It's a very interactive experience today also, as you can see. I mean, I can come to the rail corridor on any day but you know, only now I can come and you can control my life. So,
So
go ahead.
we've managed to find an interviewee.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
oh, no, but your friend over. Your friend nominated you. Yeah.
You can share what's your name.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
We need to wait for them to come back.
Our producer ran out very far away, but yes, we found someone to speak to.
Hello, hi.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what's your name?
Eddie?
Hi, you're on Mothership live right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's live.
It's live right now.
Hi, I'm Eddie here. Everybody can hear me.
This enthusiasm is great.
Yes. So tell us why you chose to come to the rail corridor today.
Actually, I came in to join my friends.
Oh.
Yeah, they just want to walk along because it's our first time. Yeah, it's actually my first time too. So
So how are you finding it so far?
Hot, nice, warm, nice, wow, nice.
Are you a very experienced hiker? It looks like you are from your get up and all that.
No,
No? No? You sure? No?
Actually, I'm having a swollen kneecap now.
Oh, no, okay.
No, that's why I'm walking really slow.
Oh, I see. But it's good. I mean, like rehabilitation, right? Exercise
true.
a bit.
Yeah.
So do you go hiking often? Do you go hiking often before this?
Yes, a bit.
I see.
Somewhere like my tree and all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So do you think walking this trail actually is considered exercise?
Yes, of course.
How many calories do you think you're going to burn from here to there already?
Maybe 100.
100 calories? So how are you going to make up for those lost calories after this?
I'm gonna eat later.
Yeah, how much are you going to eat? How much are you going to eat?
100?
100. Just nice to make it up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are here today also part of to talk about the environment and the green city. So do you think Singapore is a green city?
Yes, very.
Why? Why do you think so?
Because it's green. We're having a lot of our NEA is doing a very good job actually to build the city up and making a lot of space, making up a lot of space for all the residents who can actually enjoy the walk.
So do you think Singapore can be greener?
Definitely, but the government apparently is actually doing something. So talking about all the air pollution and all that, they're actually doing a lot of controls and measures and all that, which is good. We can definitely see something up by 2025.
That's great. Okay, so one last question. Maybe you can share with us and the viewers what's one tip you have for walking the trail?
Wear a proper shoe.
So not like this? Not like this?
Definitely not.
But I'm comfortable.
Good for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Eddie.
Thank
Ciao,
you.
bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna keep walking.
And then maybe cut back to
Oh, sorry. There's a comment on the section. Someone told me, Mark Liao told me you don't need umbrella, lah, bro. You know what? I'm gonna take your advice and I'm gonna put my umbrella away now. Thank you for the advice. Well, more people are saying a big guy of his size yet carry an umbrella.
they're judging you, Darryl. They're totally judging you.
You see, actually, I chose a big umbrella on purpose. You see, wait, let me show you. You know, when you go hiking, right? And then all those hikers got those walking stick, right?
Ah, multi-function.
Right. See now, okay, I know umbrella already, but I can walk like this.
Some person said you look cuckoo.
I'm not the only cuckoo. There might be cuckoo birds here. So Ash is an environment writer in Mothership. Are there cuckoo birds here?
I think so.
You think so? Is there actually? Okay. Anyway, along the way, if we see animals.
Oh, turns out we have another group of people to interview. Lauren, come back.
So we bumped into them just now. There are volunteers here.
Hello.
You're on video right now.
Yeah.
This is a live video. You're on Mothership Live.
Oh, okay.
But it's very chill. Just
Okay.
yes.
Maybe you can tell us
Share your
names.
names. Yeah.
Okay. My name is TWE. Yeah, and it's
I'm Jonathan.
So what are you guys doing today? I noticed you guys have
we
trash
come to
bags.
do volunteer picking up the bins, the trash along this corridor area.
We're a local community group.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, I noticed you guys have matching shirts.
Yes,
Green vibes.
very coordinated. Very coordinated.
Yes, today we probably have 4 groups.
Yeah,
and
4
we
groups.
separate ourselves
2
into-
being the rail corridor, 1 being down to Dunan Road, and 1 doing Mayfair Park.
Oh.
So once a month, the last Sunday of each month, we all meet and we just keep the local community tidy. So it's very topical with Earth Day this Thursday just gone, and Earth Week really. So it's a good time to do it. But it's just about keeping your local community, looking nice and beautiful really, and because it's for everyone, and that's what we want really.
So what do you guys do? What you do?
yeah, that's what you seeing us holding the tongs with the press, and then we just pick along the way whatever rubbish that is.
What motivates you all to come out? How often do you all come out actually? You said?
Once a month.
Once a month? Oh, that's very frequent, right?
Yes.
So what motivates you all to come out every month to pick some stuff up?
We thought we could do a part.
Yeah,
And,
I think it's just doing something for your local community. So, conservation starts local when you look at the news and you look at everything and you look at the bigger picture around the world and everything that's going on. all the environmental problems, we all know that everything starts local, and if everyone thinks single people can't do anything, but actually single people can do something, and in the local area it makes a big difference when a small group supports the environment and looks after the environment that way. So that spreads to the bigger picture, really.
So maybe one last question is, what's something that all of us can do to make the environment a bit better? One small thing, like you said.
I think just even if once a day you saw one piece of litter and picked it up, if you imagine everyone along this rail corridor today, if in their local area they saw one piece of litter and picked it up and put it in the bin, you can imagine the huge difference that will make. That's what we're talking about, the fact that you think it doesn't make a difference, but when you look at the amount of people walking up and down here, and if everyone did one piece of litter, that would be a huge difference. And if every person in every local community in Singapore did that, it would be fantastic.
That's very cool.
More important, the last point, no littering.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Good tip, number three.
very
Number 3.
Don't drop litter in the first place. Yeah, very true.
So if people want to join your group, like how do they do so? What's your group called? Is it called Green Vibes only?
It's cool. It's part of. I think it's part of a government initiative called Bin It, and all the local communities around here get involved. To be honest, the guy who does it is a guy called Eric, isn't it?
Yes, our group leader.
But it's all done via WhatsApp, really. So I couldn't tell you how to get in contact with him, to be honest. I can't remember.
Give the contact. Like, in fact,
I think you can get in contact at the Bukit Timah Community Club. So it's part of a PA initiative. Yep, so it's called the Bini event.
Okay.
So if you're interested, just contact Bukit Timah Community Club.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Oh, I nearly did this again. So maybe we can cut back to Su and Zhang Xin. What are their thoughts?
Yeah. Thank you all.
Oh, it's really nice to see all these people coming out today, and especially that group, helping to pick out litter and keeping the rail corridor clean and green.
Yeah.
Zhang Xin, I know that you've went on many hikes there. Have you met this group before?
No way. Actually, I've never met the group Green Vibes Only. That's what they are.
Green Vibes Only. That's so cool.
Green Vibes is the good vibes, especially on Sunday. Yeah, so I'm very thankful, or it's very heartened to see like Singaporeans or residents in Singapore generally gather together to help to keep the environment clean.
Yeah.
And we can look forward to more green spaces in the upcoming year as part of the Green Plan.
But what do you like most about hiking?
What do I like most about hiking? I think for me is because nowadays we spend a lot of time at home and on computer, so or on any digital device. So hiking allows me to just not look at my phone, maybe talk to my friend along the way. And if you look around and spend time in the environment, it helps me like calm down and relax a lot.
Oh, that's so important these days.
Yeah, so I'll recommend you to start hiking.
Yes, I think I should take it up too.
You can hike with me. So you can see now along the rail corridor, there's quite a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I think that's like one effect of COVID-19, right? Where everyone have to stay in Singapore and explore.
I agree.
Time without traveling, yeah.
Because Singaporeans are quite used to traveling overseas. So once we are in Singapore, maybe these people take the opportunity to go and explore places they've never visited before. So like you can see, at some parts of the rail corridor, it's almost as if you're in another country. All the greenery, all the old structures.
Yeah.
It really looks like Singapore of the past.
Yeah. So one comment actually asked, like, for those who have not been to rail corridor and you don't know what exactly is rail corridor. Rail corridor is actually in total 24 km from Woodlands or Kranji area all the way down to Tanjong Pagar area. So it used to be a rail track lah, whereby the goods from Singapore is transported to Malaysia on
that's
train.
really interesting.
Yes, in the 20th century. And now it's actually a green corridor. So green corridor means that actually not just the humans are using this for recreation purpose.
Yeah.
Animals can use this to cross from one patch of forest to another.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of a way for animals to kind of maintain their usual habitat even though there's some kind of development going on.
Yeah, so it's like their zebra crossing, I guess.
Zebra crossing for
yeah.
zebras, okay, not zebras here, but you know, Singapore we have animals that can be spotted like otters and monitor lizards. Actually, Jiang, what's the most interesting animal you've seen while out hiking?
Okay, I think in Singapore we have a lot of wildlife as long as we know where to see and where to look at. I like to look at birds recently.
Yeah.
So you'll be really lucky if you see like birds like jongos. Recently, there's someone that spotted a pangolin even along this.
Oh, pangolin! Aren't they the endangered animal?
Yeah. So they look quite scaly and they move quite slowly. A bit like sand shrew, you know the Pokemon.
Yes, I love sand shrew.
A bit like that, yeah. So you can see those wildlife, but you know a lot of times when you go out whether you sight any wildlife, it depends on your luck also.
That's true.
But if everyone be more mindful, don't be so noisy or like just be more considerate to wildlife. Actually, there's a chance that you get to see them lah. If not, if we talk too loudly or what, they might be scared off, so they will retreat inwards to the forest.
Yeah, actually that's a good point. Do you have any advice for people who see like a potentially, dangerous animal? Like what should they do in such an encounter?
I wouldn't say dangerous, but okay, I can understand why people are scared. Like for example, snake or python, but usually they are quite shy, so they rather not like get in touch with you also. So
right.
They are not trying to connect with you. So you just leave them alone, and they will naturally leave you alone. So they will rather like spend time on their own.
Remember, guys, be careful when approaching wildlife. And back
don't
to
approach wildlife.
Don't approach wildlife. And just be careful. Just appreciate the, all the residents of Singapore, whether they're human or not.
Yeah. I guess now Darryl and Ashley is like they have been working for quite some time.
Yeah.
And you can see that the environment now in the Rail Corridor looks slightly different.
And you can see the sun is out. So you guys out there who are commenting on Darryl's umbrella, maybe it's a good thing that he brought the umbrella out.
Yeah. So just do take note of like maybe hydrate yourself along the way as you look around, like put on a mosquito repellent if you are someone that draws mosquito to you.
And back to the guys on the ground.
Hi.
Can you hear us, right?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Oh, not yet. Lol.
Hello.
Not yet. Okay. It's quite hot, Okay. Oh, we're back.
It is quite hot.
It is quite hot.
Yeah, so welcome to Mothership Heads Out to Hit the Streets. For those of you that are joining us right now, we are at the Rail Corridor, walking part of the segment and talking to people here, also sharing some tips. So you can see a lot of people here now, just cyclists are cycling past. Actually, what was that we saw behind just now?
Just now we actually saw two M-Park staff with like this camera set up. Turns out they are actually recording the speed of cyclists. So I guess those who want to come cycle here can take note of that. Like also when we walk past what was that bridge just now?
Is it underpass? Is it?
The one that we started off.
Oh, the
Hindi Bridge. Yeah. So cyclists, and at the Bukit Timah Trust Bridge, cyclists actually need to dismount to cross the bridge lah.
Yeah. So it's a pathway for all kinds of exercise lah.
Yep. So right now we are just passing like Mayfair Park.
Maybe you can back up a bit.
Welcome to Mayfair. Oh, they cannot see us. Okay.
So this is actually one of the other tips. So along the way, there are various stops where you can exit the trail. So here is one of them, called Mayfair Park, where you can go, get a drink, go toilet, whatever. One of the tips we forgot to mention earlier, go toilet before you start walking. Because just now when we wanted to head off already,
our colleague wanted to take a poop.
Yeah, one of our producers needed to go lah. So not good lah if you all want to walk a long trail.
I mean, there are plenty of bushes here lah, but I don't think you guys want to do that lah.
I don't think you want to leave a special surprise for people walking along.
Later get stormed also.
Yeah, so actually part of the rail, actually you can see it's not always nature lah. So some of it, you can see residential area nearby also. So for people who live in the area, it's very convenient.
Okay, so maybe now we'll cut back to Sue and Zhang Xin back at the studio to see how they're doing.
Back to you.
Yeah, it's a good weather. Okay, we are back. Wow, okay. Yeah, so just now Ashley and Darryl actually mentioned about Mayfair Park, right?
Yeah, they walked by Mayfair Park. I don't know whether you managed to get a glimpse of it, but yeah, they've come quite a long way from where they started.
Yeah. So coming to that point, actually the rail corridor, there's many entrance points and many exits. So doesn't mean that you have to walk through the 24 km.
Oh, right.
Without finding a place to go toilet if you need to, or like, you know, if you are tired, there's no place to rest. You can always exit and find a nice place to
You can take a break and then go and buy a snack or drink if you need.
Yeah, and you can come back again and continue. Yes. Yeah, so actually this is part of the green plan, I suppose. Like, so in the future, because we are becoming a city in nature, so there are actually going to be a lot of other green spaces that M Parks and so M Parks and other agencies, they are working on this. So by 2035.
2035, yeah. Actually, I'll give you guys a little bit of background about the green plan. In 2020, during the Committee of Supply debate in Parliament, at the time, Second Minister Desmond Lee spoke of turning Singapore from a city in a garden to a city in nature. So that was the vision in 2020. They wanted to move beyond a very manicured and very pretty looking garden into something a bit more natural. A bit less maintained and something that Singaporeans can appreciate. So coming in 2021, Minister Desmond Lee, the city in nature pillar again, and he talked about greening urban areas. There are lots of cool things that Singaporeans can look forward to. You know, adding another 1,000 spaces, introducing new parks. Looking forward to parks 4 times the size of the Singapore Botanic Gardens by the end of 2026, and I think that's the commitment under the Green Plan. Are there other things that nature lovers can look forward to?
Yeah, definitely. So I guess one initiative is to also plant 1 million trees.
Yeah.
So that will help to provide more habitat, I guess, or resting point for wildlife. At the same time, we will also help like urban area like Singapore to bring down the temperature in view of climate change.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know whether you guys have noticed, right? But if you go walking, in places where there are many high-rise buildings, actually those modern buildings, with chrome and glass and steel, you tend to feel a bit more, a bit heated actually. So I think the challenge here, right, is how do we reduce temperatures in Singapore naturally, in a way that is sustainable. And I think that's what they're trying to do with this greening of urban centers.
And just now, if you remember the article, it talks about conservation and development.
Yeah.
And Minister Desmond Lee actually mentioned about how we have to. It is a very delicate move, because Singapore is not just a city; it is a island state on its own, right? So there are many different competing users.
Yeah.
Right? Different people want different things when you have a limited space in Singapore.
Yeah, I mean, if it were up to me, I would like more football stadiums, but yeah, there are different needs for the land.
Yeah, and with that, we also have different lifestyle, or people moving towards a more sustainable lifestyle by trying to cycle to work, cycle to not just for recreation purpose. And with that, actually part of the green plan is to expand the cycling path network.
Oh,
so
yes.
There's actually it's going to be like tripled in the next 10 years.
Yeah, I read about it. So by 2030, right, the government aims to have 300 kilometers of nature ways and 500 kilometers of park connectors, with the eventual aim of making sure that all households will be within a 10-minute walk from a park by 2030. So it doesn't matter where you stay in Singapore, you can reach a park within 10 minutes. And I think that's a good thing, for children to go out and play and get experience with, get in touch with nature. But aside from the greening of urban centers, I think industrial estates will also get more trees, 100,000 by 2030.
Okay, so if we go back to the rail corridor, actually this is a very interesting and good not OOTD, but good Instagram spot.
Yeah, it's a great Instagram spot for you guys.
So along the way, besides looking at greenery, you'll also be able to see some heritage part. There's this bridge. Okay, Ash and Darryl probably is the good more about it.
They're going to take more pictures now.
Yeah.
A lot of people around. People taking photos.
A lot of people.
Oh, back to us? Hello.
Hello. Right now we are at the Bukit Timah Trust Bridge.
Yes. If you're joining us only now, we are Mothership heads out to hit the streets at the rail corridor. So now we've reached the Bukit Timah Trust Bridge already. It's a very common photo site, as you can see a lot of people
taking photos.
Yeah, so if
and
you're
photos.
very Instagram holic, or you just want that perfect shot, this is the best place.
But maybe
also.
come at a time, you know, where it's less crowded.
Yeah,
I mean, like good for everyone.
What?
To show that you exercise.
To show that you exercise, yeah.
Yes.
So are we going to take a photo here? No, because it's already live, so all of us, it's recorded for everyone to see already. Anyway, there are some people, so on Instagram we posted to ask what you want us to do on the rail corridor.
You guys just want to embarrass us.
Yes, yeah. Especially you, it's Shannon Hart. So you want us to dance on the rail corridor. Producer, do you really have to do it?
Producer need to dance or not?
Oh no, okay.
Neither one of us can dance.
Can someone count us in? Producer, count us in.
What?
Count us in to dance.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dance!
Go on the bridge, go on the bridge.
Go on the bridge. Okay, we're dancing onto the bridge. Our producer says to dance on the bridge. Yeah.
Make sure you don't trip on it.
As you can see, it's very aesthetic here. See, even dancing.
Oh, the mic.
So Cheggy Eggy asked also in the comments, what's at the side of the road?
What's at the side of the road?
Yes.
Grass.
Yes. No, but legit, because I think
houses.
the rail corridor cuts through the city itself, right? So it's really like residential by the side, roads and all that. When you reach places like here, you really see a lot of cars. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see, there's really a lot of people here.
What?
What?
Oh, so one of you wants us to do a Mothership hits the rail very hot.
Penguin. Is it like penguin?
Penguin.
You want us to Mothership hits the rail?
On the count of 3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, not that hot actually, it's okay.
But the sun quite hot now.
Take photo, do TikTok.
No.
So someone asked to ask Phil ZZ. Take photo, do TikTok.
We can pretend to take a photo for you.
Take photo of our producers.
Take
for their
photo
hard
of
work
us.
also. Did you take my phone? As you can see here, these are our producers working hard. Can you see? Cannot see. Oh, sorry.
Someone asked if wearing slippers is comfortable walking the road.
No. Wear shoes.
Slipper. I heard sleeveless.
Wear shoes.
But yeah, as you can see,
the
floor has a lot of rocks, loose rocks. So I mean,
so we said we'll share tips, right? So one tip, don't need to bring so big umbrella. Tip number 2, wear shoes, covered shoes, sports shoes if preferable.
Not all the pavements are paved also.
Yeah. Also along the way, actually the pavement does change, right? So when we started out, it was a bit of a muddy pavement. And then midway along, it was paved, properly paved, and then now we see the rocks.
It's just rocks. If you fall down here, confirm gonna hurt. But yes, maybe we can move on.
Okay, move on.
And see the rest of the bridge.
Yay!
Oh, okay. This side is okay.
So, as you mentioned, it's quite crowded here. There are a lot of people just kind of like enjoying their Sunday. I think it's quite a popular Sunday spot. A few weeks ago, we wrote an article about it also, about how it was super packed.
Yes.
I think it's not less packed now, but still crowded. But I think it's still worth coming for sure.
It is super packed now. We need to move to the other side.
We need to move to the other side. Okay, let's go. Hong Ang Hui asked us to sing.
Ask us to sing. What song? Maybe you can request a song for us to sing.
Maybe you can comment what you want us to sing, then we'll try and sing later.
If we know the song.
If we know the song.
But prepare for some off-pitch singing.
See, like we mentioned just now, very Instagram worthy spot, very photogenic spot. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see here, a lot of people. Okay.
Okay, so
now we'll cut back to the studio for Sue and Zhang Xin to talk more about what. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. I got something from my producer.
You're gonna finish already?
Oh, okay, we're gonna wrap up here. We'll come back to the
okay.
studio to wrap up what we've seen today. Thank you.
Hey, wait, I can't say, hey, wait. Oh my god. It's very confusing.
Is it
Deceased.
So, is it what? Okay, fine. So, our producers say they want us to do one more challenge first before we come back to the studio. Lah. So, I guess we have to sing.
Maybe we can decide on a song.
Yeah, what song should we sing? What's nature related, train related? Choo choo train.
I'm only thinking of that waterfall song.
Waterfall? What waterfall song?
The don't go chasing water.
Okay, come. Ash will sing.
No,
Ash will start singing
we are
first.
supposed to sing together.
Okay, tell me the lyrics. Don't go chasing
Sing
waterfalls.
waterfalls. You stick to the rivers and the lakes like you used to. Woo! You're useless, Darryl.
I'm sorry. I don't know that song.
You can think of
okay, I'll think another song. Okay, one last song. Let me think.
Okay, it's your turn now. I'll just follow
Don't
your
go
cue.
breaking my heart. Couldn't if I tried. Okay, obviously we're not the best singers, but anyway, our producer said we're running out of time already. So thank you for joining us today on Mothership Heads Out to Hit the Streets. We can see a lot today, really a lot of people. But I think honestly it's really quite nice. How do you feel today, Ash?
The weather is quite hot, but overall the walk is quite easy. So all you people who are not that fit don't need to be deterred.
How would you rate this walk?
3, just cause of the heat.
3 out of 1.
Don't be like Darryl wearing slippers.
Yes.
I think other than that you should be fine and go to the toilet before you come here.
Yes.
One last question for you.
Okay, so Haider Anwar has asked, is it accessible to go there using public transport? Yes, so you can go, if I'm not wrong, you can take bus to, where is that place, the Al-Azhar?
Al-Azhar?
Beauty World.
Beauty World.
Oh yes, Beauty
Yeah.
Beauty World. The nearest MRT is, I think, Bukit Timah, right?
No, so where we are now, the MRT is at King Albert Park, so you can come here and walk over also.
Yeah.
If not, Beauty World. There are multiple entrances. It's a pretty long railway and it connects to the Bukit Timah Hill and connects all the way, goes down all the way to Tanjung Pagar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you guys have seen us walk this trail,
Yeah, comment section if you come to the trail on your own, or if you've already been here, what was your experience? Yeah, so Ash said it was 3 for me, it was like a...
what, 2?
No, like a 7 out of 10 just because I wore slippers and I had to carry so many things today. Yeah, but it's quite nice lah. So anyway, thanks for joining us. Back to the studio.
Bye.
You know, before we start discussing the green plan again and answering some of your questions, I just want to say that I'm very disappointed in Darryl, my Zoomer colleague, who don't know how to sing Waterfalls. Because that song, right, was one of the best songs of the 1990s, TLC, and I'll sing it for you right now. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I know you're moving too fast. See, it's such a good song. How can they not know? But Zhang like, okay, so the rail corridor, right? To answer one of the questions, right?
Yeah.
How many, like, what would you say is the best place to access the rail corridor? Like, is there an MRT nearby?
Yes, so if you want to go to the rail corridor and if you want to take photos at one of the bridges, you can go to, you can take MRT to King Albert Park.
King Albert Park.
So that's where you will see one of the Truss Bridge. You can also take to Beauty World.
Oh, nice.
And from there you can also look at the old Bukit Timah railway station. So that's one way you can start from. I mean, as we've mentioned, the whole rail corridor actually stretches 24 km. from Tanjong Pagar all the way up to Kranji area. So there are many multiple entrance points, like Mayfair Park is also one of them.
Yeah.
So wherever you stay, whether you stay in the north, south, east, west, there's definitely a way for you to get to the rail corridor. And you saw, right, like as has mentioned, it's quite a flat ground, so it's very easy to walk, to hike. It's good for like families, and it's good for those that want to walk your dog, but remember to leash your dog.
And remember to keep in mind the safe distancing measures.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you saw a safe distancing ambassador out there, but yeah, since we are still in COVID-19 pandemic, please be sure to protect yourself, protect others too. Be careful when you go, especially around big crowds. But I think I want to make a comment about how this rail corridor, right? It may seem like just a small thing, You may be wondering, how can this thing actually help with climate change, with sustainability? I think it demonstrates that you can have something that is natural within a Singapore that is rapidly developing, and to have something for the people to enjoy, right? It's free, you don't have to pay. This is something that can unite more Singaporeans. It doesn't matter who you are, you can go down and enjoy the rail corridor. And for people who want to ask, why does it matter so much for Singapore to, fight back against climate change, to achieve sustainability? We are so small, What difference can we make? Actually, that's not true. We can make a big difference just by showing an example to people who are watching us. How we can achieve green sustainability.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wow, Sue, you have a fan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Susanna
Thank you,
Low say you sing so well.
Thank you so much, Susanna.
Someone noticed your shirt. It's a wrestling. Are you a wrestling fan?
Yes, I'm a big wrestling fan. I used to be a big WWE fan, but they disappointed me. So now I support AEW, which is the best.
Okay. So Sue, you mentioned just now that everyone can do their part for sustainability, for climate, to tackle climate change.
Don't think that whatever you do doesn't matter. It does matter. Especially those people who went out today to volunteer their time and pick up the trash. We appreciate you, and I hope you keep doing that.
Yes, really. Those are really inspiring, and hope that you have a great Sunday. If you like to go to Rail Corridor, I think today might be a good time to go because the sky is so bright.
Yeah, no rain.
Okay, cross fingers.
Enjoy yourselves.
Yes, so enjoy your Sunday, and thanks for watching this with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.